Imagine having a fitness business that gave you the money, the freedom, and the respect that you once dreamed of when you plucked up the courage to go, do you know what? I'm not going to build a 9 to 5. I'm not going to go and study my degree and go to university. I'm going to actually take on the world and go and build my own business. I'm going to give you the 8 core rules that will help you become a thriving, successful online fitness entrepreneur. Please pay attention, especially to the last 3 rules, because they will change your life. My name is Phil Graham, and I've helped thousands of coaches build a business that they once dreamed of when they first decided to become an entrepreneur. And these lessons are from my best performing clients. Here goes. Get a pen and paper ready. Lesson number 1, focus on mission over metrics. Mission is the very reason why you got into your business. So just think, who were you before all of this business stuff started? Who were you before you got into fitness? There's a very good chance that you got into health and fitness because you wanted to escape the person that you were destined to be at a given moment in time. You didn't like how you looked, you didn't like how you felt, you maybe didn't like how other people treated you, and health and fitness was the gateway for you to radically improve your life. And you got the experience, you got the results, you got the new life, and you want to gift it back to other people. And business not only is the vehicle to give you freedom, but it's the vehicle to give the gift of what you gifted yourself to other people. And that is the most powerful driver of your success in the world. That is the thing that will keep you driving through chaos, driving through challenge, driving through great months, driving through hard months, driving through personal challenges, driving through victories. It is the core of everything that you do. And most coaches lose sight of mission and they start focusing on, how can I get a bigger following? How can I go viral? How many followers did I gain this month? How much revenue did I make? Did I hit a personal best? How many sales have I got locked in? Forget all that. Mission over metrics. That is the thing that is going to keep you focused on the main thing that is going to change both your life and everyone else's life. Lesson number 2, stop trying to go viral. This is one of the greatest trends in the industry right now, where people are trying to produce entertaining, sexualized content that ultimately makes them go viral. Here's the truth. You want to create deep connection, not cheap attention. Likes and followers do not pay the bills. So every single time that you produce something that's entertaining or sexualized, yes, you're going to get a lot of attention, but the reel masters are able to monetize that attention. There's nothing wrong with producing a reel that goes viral, but please ensure that you're actually talking about why you do what you do, the reason why you got into the very thing that you're coaching, the results that you talk about inside your community. Bring them to the forefront. Let other people see how you help clients, the impact and the lives that you've changed. You know, an amazing testimonial versus a weak testimonial. A weak testimonial is something like, hey, I've dropped 3 pounds this week. An amazing testimonial is, hey, for the first time, I've been able to go on holiday, wear a bikini, and actually feel like myself since I was a kid. Understand that in order to create deep connection, you need to first of all go first. That means sharing why you got into this. When people see what you've overcome and the skills that you've built and the lives that you've changed through the skills that you've built, then they start to look at you as the hero, someone that's overcome the very things that they're going through, someone that has a proven process that is clearly impacting and changing lives, and somebody that is on a mission. If you're just focused on getting attention, guess what? You're going to waste energy. Social media and creating content takes a lot of time, and you may as well get paid for it. And you may as well actually be able to get people off the internet, bring them into your world, and serve them so that you can change their life. Number 3, lead nurture drives lead generation. You can generate leads all day long, but the most important thing is the touch points, the conversations, and the offers that you talk to and communicate with your leads. So whenever you get a new client, what's the first thing that you do over the first 30 days? You probably onboard them, you probably give them some insights, you probably give them some form of training and some form of plan, and you interact with them. But what's the first thing that you do with a lead whenever they come into your world? Whether it's they sign up to follow you on Instagram, they sign up to an email, they subscribe to a podcast, are you welcoming them into your world with a who you are, what you do. Are you offering them some free gifts, free assets, a free conversation around their biggest challenges or problems? The marketplace want to talk to people before they buy. So one of the most important things that you can do is give value front up, start conversations, introduce yourself, and regularly touch point those individuals. All of that combined creates connection. Most coaches are just focused on what's the post that I can use from ChatGPT to generate a lead. You need to build a relationship before you take somebody's cash. That is crucial. So understand, lead generation is the process of getting people to raise their hand. Lead nurture is the signals, the conversations, the offers, and the connection that you create with your leads. Spend more time on lead nurture than you do with lead generation. And by the way, one of the fastest ways to build trust with your marketplace is to run workshops, is to create long-form content like this where they're sitting and consuming material from you over a prolonged period of time. Guess what? If you're doing viral reels, entertainment, and sexualized content, most people just kind of flick on by. If you're just teaching and preaching and telling people how to do stuff, most people will only watch you for 10 to 15 seconds, if not less. Go and look at your average reel time, the amount of time that people watch on it. It's considerably less. Create long-form content that demonstrates you as an expert and also allows you to tell stories. That is what really builds trust. The more content they consume, the more likely they're going to be a buyer, the more likely they're going to stay as a customer. Number 4, you need to make an identity shift from a coach to a business owner. Here is the truth. Being a coach will only get you so far. It in fact will only get you to around about 10 to 12K a month. If you want to grow above that, you have got to transform into a business owner. That means you have to be responsible for looking at your finances. You have to be responsible for marketing and selling. You have to be responsible for customer success and retention. You have to be responsible for building a team, training a team, leading a team. Because guess what? If you build the whole business around you as the coach, your bandwidth gets spread everywhere. So you start at 100% energy every single day. Do some administration tasks, you drop 10%. Have to market on social media, you drop 20%. Have to reply to outreach messages and DMs and inquiries, 20% gone. Have to do sales calls, 30% gone. That means you've got absolutely sweet fuck all left to deliver and serve your clients. The smart coaches know that they need to delegate. And that leads me to the next point. Delegation frees you up to play to your strengths. 3 simple lists: fascinating, okay, and frustrating. Write down everything in your business that is fascinating, okay, and frustrating. Everything that is in the frustrating and the okay columns, organize into a marketing role, organize into a sales role, organize into a client success role. And by the way, if you want help with that, link is in the show notes to speak with our team on how to build a team and get out of your own way. But whenever you do that, what actually happens is you create clear roles for people to come into your business and take away the stuff that you don't want to do or the stuff that you're not good at. And those will be the things that are frustrating and okay. And that allows you to regain all that time, all that energy back into those areas, which essentially means that you're hyper-focused, super strong, and switched on all the time. So for example, there's certain things that I love doing in my business and certain things that I hate doing in my business. Whenever I go in to do stuff that I hate doing, I get depleted very quickly. I don't have the energy. I get frustrated easy. I get angry. Whenever I'm doing stuff that I love doing, I'm inspired. I could do it all day. In fact, people regularly need to tell me to shut up. One of the favorite things that I love doing is speaking on stage, running workshops, running events. Those are the things that I love. I do not like doing sales conversations. I do not like doing admin. I do not like doing paperwork. I do not like building ads. I do not like doing all of that stuff. I know exactly what my strengths are, and I've built a team around me to be able to do that. And the best fitness entrepreneurs on the planet do the same thing. So step out of the coach mindset, step into the mindset of a business owner, and realize that you are creating value outside yourself by building a team in order to serve the world and ultimately create value outside of yourself. The next point, when you are below 30K per month, every single penny that you make in your business is not yours. It's the business's money. It's actually fuel that you want to stockpile up and use to hire the team, build them, train them, mentor them, invest them. Because when you get the team in place and you use money to pay them, that frees you up to then go and double down on marketing, sales, or whatever you're strong at so the business gets the best of you. The big challenge that I see is a lot of coaches are trying to save money, make money, and invest money at the same time. And a lot of coaches hoard money and they don't use it productively. Put your money to work. Get clear on the areas that are holding you back in your business that you can delegate. Get clear on the skills that you don't have that you need to build in order to become a better business owner, and invest in them, learn in them. You can't budget your way to wealth. There comes a point in business where you start making money, but you've got to reinvest it back into your business, because your business is the very vehicle, the main thing that will grow your wealth. Not the stock market, not property, not crypto, your area of expertise. You will waste and lose money in the stock market. You will waste and lose money with your investments. The number one thing that will make you the most amount of money in the record period of time of your life is your business. Your business funds your investments. Your business should be looked after, prioritized, and all of the money that you make initially should be put into that business in order for you to get it to a set level of profit with a set level of time that you work in it, and then the rest is kept as a war chest or invested into other assets that you understand, that you know are going to bring a return, and that you're willing to play the long game, and you're also willing to lose money on. Everybody talks about investments, but nobody talks about the money that you can lose on investments versus just the money that you can make on them. And you got to have some serious surplus cash to be able to put money into an investment that's returning 7, 8% when you can put the same equivalent amount of money into your business and free up 20 hours in your week, or generate tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of sales in months and years as a result of the right advertising or the right skills. Number 7, pay for speed. The best entrepreneurs on the planet don't overthink, they pay for speed. They go and hire mentors, they go and hire consultants, they go and do courses, they pay for trainings and workshops that their team can go through. They pay for speed. The fastest way to get to the next level is to find somebody who has done it, pay for their time, download their brain, and implement and execute it. And last but not least, become a master of making decisions and execution. Information like this feels amazing, and I put out a lot of free content on how to build a thriving fitness business. Not just a business that's built on entertainment and viral videos, how to build a real business, how to build a team, how to build proper marketing, how to sell premium price coaching programs. But you know what? It isn't actually going to grow your bank account. Do you know what's going to grow your bank account? Finding the 3 things in this video that you need to implement, making a commitment to go all in on them, picking a deadline, and just doing them. Most people don't do that. In fact, 99% of people will not have watched to the end of this video. They'll have flicked on to another video and they'll do exactly the same thing. The 1% will have watched to the end of this video. They'll take down 3 things that they can implement. They'll not go and watch another video until they're clear on what they're going to implement. They'll put a deadline on it, and they'll be totally open to asking for help. In fact, like I said in the last point, the masters pay for speed and they get help with implementation, because the very minute that you start implementing stuff, problems are going to happen. Limiting beliefs are going to kick in. Scenarios are going to kick in that you've never actually experienced before. And your skills are going to be revealed. Your internal narrative about life and risk and how you handle challenge is going to be revealed. And that's where you need help and you need implementation. If you want the best help possible, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Most of you watching this video aren't subscribed. You should be subscribed, because the rest of content out there on the internet is just teaching you how to be insta famous. I'm teaching you how to be insta rich. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. We pump out great stuff every single week. See you in the next video.